What's buzzing, everyone? I am your host, Honeybee, and you are tuned into The Buzz Club. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, it's my hat. I am wearing one of the most fantastic hats from a girl, well, not a girl, a woman, and not just any woman. Her name is Milica, and she's here to show us how she came up with the concept of these hats. Milica, tell everyone hello.
Yes.
You're on The Buzz Club.
Hi.
How does it feel? Are you nervous?
A little bit,
Don't
yes,
be nervous.
I am.
Okay, what is your company name?
My company name is Milica in the Hat Millinery.
Okay.
And the website is Milica, oh well, I should start over.
Okay, yeah, just give it to us. We can all shop it up.
The website is www.milicainthehat.com.
Okay, first of all, I just want to thank you for having us in your home because we ran into each other at an event, RAW. Can you tell us a little about the organization RAW?
Oh, RAW is awesome. They put together all different types of artists, makeup artists, hair people, fashion, paintings. All of us come together, and my hats were on the runway.
Yeah, so they featured you in the month of March at RAW, and I just so happened to come that evening, and this woman, this gorgeous woman, was wearing such a funky hat, and she was with her mother, who, by the way, love. You guys are going to just love her. One day you'll have to meet her. You guys had these wonderful hats on, and I was like, oh my God, where'd you get the hat from? What did you say?
Thank you. I made it.
Yeah. So, okay, first of all, how do you get the concept to make any one of these creative pieces?
It really depends. They're all very floral. They're all sort of nature inspired. I don't have a design background and I don't know how to draw, so it really takes some work to try to balance them and make them to be perfect. I use natural elements such as pine cones. There's a lot of green, flowers. So
Ribbon and bows. Look at this one.
yeah.
So on average, how long does it take to make one of these creations, or does it vary upon certain pieces?
It varies. Some are more complicated than others, so I would say a couple of hours, definitely a couple of hours, and then I come back to it.
When did you start making these hats?
About a year and a half ago. I had won first place in the Radnor Hunt Chapeau contest, and so that
What's
was...
that?
It's actually a horse race that takes place in every May, and I'm on the junior race committee. So that was sort of a catalyst. I got so much attention for the hat that I wore, it was unbelievable. And so I also figure that for my business, that when a woman wears one of my pieces, people will flock to her. She's going to get so much attention, and she can really talk about anything that she wants after that.
So like, who are some of your best customers? Like, what do they say? Like, where are they wearing your hats to?
Actually, they're mostly wearing them to horse races. My customers aren't really in the city, which is a market that I'd love to break into.
Which is a shame. What?
So they're mostly from Malvern and Paoli and out in that direction.
Well, you know how city girls could definitely wear these hats? Something like this, I would wear in the summertime at a rooftop party. You know, I'd have a really beautiful dress on in the spring or the summer, and I'll just, put it on my hair. This one clips. Oops. Yep. Drop the flower. Just love it. And I mean, anyone really can wear these hats.
Oh, it goes this way.
Yes.
It's okay. I didn't glue this one on because basically this is a fascinator.
Okay.
There's two clips here, and so you just clip it onto the side of your head like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And
gorgeous.
and then the flower stays there. There's no reason to, or you could take it out if you don't like it. There's many ways.
And I'm really girly, I love flowers. I love pretty things. This whole collection right here, it just screams spring. The flowers are blooming, and summer colors. Like, you definitely can be the showstopper, right, at a party. Seriously, and if you know me, as anyone knows, honey, you guys know I like to showstop when I walk into the building. So nothing says I've arrived than a sassy hat.
Yeah.
So, like, how much does it typically go for these different hats?
It varies.
Yeah.
From 60 to about 150.
Okay. Yeah.
Not the higher end for these. I have other ones which are actual hats where there's a lot of feathers involved, which are much more complex, but
like more big hats.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where do you typically make these hats? Do you have like a workshop or a place that you go to kind of?
No, I actually just do it at home. I've got boxes, clear boxes full of supplies, and I just mostly do it on the weekends.
Yeah. Oh, so what do you do like during the weekdays?
I'm actually a loss mitigation specialist at a bank.
Would you believe that? So you were bitten by the artsy fartsy bug, right?
Yes.
It just like bit you one night and you were like, oh, I have to, right?
I love my day job. I really do. I love what I do. So, but this is just, it's a creative outlet, and I hope that, you know, other women also love to wear these hats.
So what did your friends say when you started making these hats?
They thought it was pretty wild. They definitely, I don't think that they expected something like this from me.
Especially because you said you were a Capricorn, right?
Yes.
And Capricorns can be pretty reserved at times and pretty conservative. But I always say Capricorn throws you a wild card every once in a blue moon and says, hey, I'm fun, I'm spunky, and I guess this is your crazy Capricorn side.
Yeah.
Where do you really see your business taking off to? What do you hope and dream for it?
I hope that my hats are really going to grace the cover of magazines. I hope that they're going to be very well known. I hope that maybe a celebrity will wear them, and ultimately I would love to have a store. At this point I don't think it would be able to pay for a mortgage, but maybe one day.
I hope to see it in Fashion Week, in New York, in California, in Milan. I hope to see it everywhere because honestly I have not seen anything like this since, well, I don't think ever. You know? And it's just amazing how you do this and just really open yourself up creatively like that.
It's very stress relieving. It's a lot of fun. I feel like it's a process where I don't really have to conform to anything.
Right.
The only thing that it has to happen is that it has to fit on your head and it has to balance. Other than that, the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
When I go to work in the morning, I dress conservatively, sort of nerdy, and so this is just, I can do anything I want, and I love that feeling of freedom. Truly,
indeed, and it just shows that creation, art is just limitless, right? Someone really close to me said, if you can think it, you can do it.
This one, actually, it's a funny story. So my uncle runs the Tesla Science Foundation, and one year for Halloween, I decided to dress up as the Wardenclyffe Tower. So this was basically the top of the tower. This was my hat that I wore. It does not balance well, but this is the first hat that I ever made, which is not for sale, which is,
so it's like symbolic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Oh, I got sentimental value hat.
Yeah.
But I like it because this was the hat that started it all, and she put on her thinking cap. The light bulb went up. Well, it went on, like Ben Franklin would say, let there be light, and she created what you see now before you. Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah. So if you could describe your hats in 3 words, what would it be?
Whimsical, avant-garde, wild.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. You guys need to definitely check out her website because she's only been doing this for a year and a half, and so far she's come up with these amazing creations, and they're one of a kind too. So that's, you know, for me, I love one of a kind pieces. I don't want to walk into a party and the next person has something that I have on. I'm sorry. Some people might think it's selfish, but I just think that everyone should be unique and stand out on their own. So no one wants to have a hat that another girl can buy at the nearest Ross or H&M. You know, you want to have one of these Milica's hats, the millinery hats. This is perfect. Look at this.
And also, if people want to write me an email or inbox me on Facebook, I also have a page there. They can always come over and try them and really see what they like. It's a much better experience, I think, than going online if they're local in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, and she just invited you to her home.
So just contact me. And
yes. So I think you guys really have been able to see kind of like the gist of what we're doing here. Can I try some more of these hats on?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's go. Wow, this hat is so cool. What do you call it?
It's my Betty Crocker Fascinator.
Betty Crocker?
Yes.
Cool, Betty Crocker.
I actually wore that one for New Year. I love it. The woman who created the image of Betty Crocker, Marjorie Husted, became very well known quickly in American households. And also she lived to the age of 94, so I thought that was inspirational and perfect for New Year.
Yeah. So you thought you'd get a little bit of luck, huh?
Wow. Is that okay? Yeah. Alright, let me get these
about hats. The fact that you can be anyone and play around for a day with your hat. Because this right here,
It's
you
true.
feel like I have to be.
It matches your top too, the pink bow, pink flowers.
It's lady, very feminine. And you have this, like when you wear it, you have to be like this. As if you don't know that you have this hat on your head. You're like, oh, this, my hat. Why? This is a millionaire hat. Absolutely.
Like this. Maybe big, but yeah.
Much attitude. Okay.
I love this hat just because of the angles. It's amazing. And the navy blue is such a royal, nice color. It can go with anything. I have 2 pheasant feathers and some green moss, which bring it a little bit of color. I just love this hat. It's classic.
Mother Earth. This is a thank you, kind of ode to Mother Earth, I think you should call it that. It'd be a funky girl that could wear this to her wedding, I'm telling you. It seems like a veil almost.
Right, it
You know
does.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like that effect of it.
It's fun.
It's really,
It's got a lot going on and it's colorful.
yeah. This is Madonna. This is like a virgin.
Yes.
Touched for the very first time. It's very that kind of 80s, 90s kind of girl, you know? So she's a hat for everybody. So you can't say I didn't tell you. You cannot say that. And I like the fact that it's comfortable enough. You almost think you're gonna break it because they're so like intricate, but they're really put on like they're secure.
Tight,
You know, they're
yeah.
tight. It's not like, oh, I put it on, it's gonna fall off any second. Like
Or
once-
if you do feel like that, also
Yeah.
you can put clips on the sides.
Okay.
So, you know, sometimes they're too big on someone's head, it really depends, or too
Right.
narrow, so you can always clip it on.
Yeah. It's also an option.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Melissa, for having me here.
Thank you, Bintu.
All right, so Buzz Club, thank you for tuning in. Now let's drop a pose. Be sure to watch more of the Buzz Club every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. on Philadelphia's Comcast, Channel 66, and Verizon, Channel 29.